into the Cody thing. Again, I was trying to look for what was missing from missing from Solo Sikoa. I feel like he's all right. And a lot of people tell me, "Oh, he's just ripping off Roman Reigns." It's like, yeah, that's the point. That's the story. So that doesn't even bother me. That doesn't even really bother me. It's like him cutting his promo, his little backstage promo with his whole crew behind him. Like, it's a cool visual. It all looks good. He doesn't have a bad look. He kind of has a baby face, so that bothers me sometimes when he's trying to be tough, but it's like your face doesn't look scary. But I don't know. When he's cutting his promo, I feel like maybe it's missing like some intensity. It's missing just some energy. It's maybe it's his delivery. Sometimes he does kind of like quickly like rush through words because of his I guess his Samoan accent, whatever the fuck it is. Sometimes Damian Priest does that too with his shitty Puerto Rican accent where he's like, "Let me tell you something, man. I'm going to fight you, Sasuke." Always throwing Spanglish in there for some reason. Enough. Coop, good point there. He talks too quiet. I think you might be right. I think it's a little too from I don't know, maybe it's just from Samoans. I want some savagery. I think the thing is I've seen some promos from Jacob Fatu. And the thing about Jacob is you can tell he's really actually probably been through some fucking rough shit in his life. Like some street shit. I heard he has like a record or something. But I don't know how true that is. But I heard he was involved in the whole street thing. There is some things about the Samoans being really heavy into the street life too. So the thing is, though, I don't know if he has or not. Point being is that when he talks, he has that in him. Like you can feel it. Like he has that realism in him. So Jacob, I don't know, maybe needs to give some pointers to Solo. But Solo's just missing that. I think it's that. Maybe that just street kind of gritty element to him. You kind of feel like he grew up like maybe sheltered his life. Probably the fat kid got picked on. Parents were always like, "Hey, don't pick on Solo." You know? So, yeah, I could see that being the problem. Talks too quiet. But yeah, I'll bring this one up. How do you feel about the presentation of the new bloodline? I actually do like the presentation. I like the members they've added. I like the carnage. I like the savagery. Savage tree. Is that the way you say it? I like that they're being very protected. They're actually just destroying main event, even legends. So yeah, I like the suits. I like the whole mafia kind of thing. They're actually playing that off very well because everybody wears suits nowadays. Theirs gives you a little bit more like, yeah, those guys are connected, you know? They're wearing suits, but the suits aren't wearing them. You know what I mean? Jacob feels more like a leader. I don't know if I would say that because Jacob definitely feels like the most tough and the most savage and the most chaotic and the most dangerous. Let's put it that way. But that doesn't always mean leader. Sometimes that means what he is, which is enforcer. Sometimes most of the times, those guys aren't good leaders. People tend to hate them. Yes, good point. That's kind of what I'm saying here. Boban. 10 Boban. Oh, Jesus. Zamir. Let me just call you Zamir. I shorten last names. Call you Z. He's too volatile to be a leader. Exactly. It's like I've been doing a lot of Mafia Goodfellas comparisons, but it's like Tommy from Goodfellas. He can't be a leader. Yeah, technically he was going to get made and become a boss, but Jimmy was the real leader. Jimmy was just happy that Tommy was getting made because now he had a real deal, like he had a life insurance policy more or less. But yeah, Tommy couldn't be a real leader. You get what I'm saying? Too volatile, too crazy, too unpredictable. He's a cowboy. So I could see it being even a point. Definitely there's going to be a point where Jacob is uncontrollable even by Solo. That could work. But yeah. I don't Coop says imagine Jacob was the tribal chief. I don't really see that again. Too crazy. Too crazy. But yeah. I mean I like the new bloodline. They get a lot of hate. People say they're boring. I could see that. I could see why you would think it would be boring at points. But I like the presentation, I like the look, and I like a good amount of the storyline. Most of it though is definitely waiting for it all to implode. So I'll admit I haven't been watching SmackDown. That's why I haven't done any reviews. I'm not just gonna come on here and make up shit or watch highlights. But SmackDown is fucking hard to get through though. We'll get to that at some point. But yeah, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. What was the last thing I read? Jesus. I just realized how much I fucking hate SmackDown. It just threw me off. Yeah, I can see why you would think it was boring, but I'm into the implosion, waiting for the implosion, which I assume we're thinking it's gonna happen at SummerSlam, which is I believe next